the Epstein and Diddy lists actually be released, as there's calls for that. And all right, so another part, shout out James O'Keefe, amazing journalist, so many just one of the most realist journalists of our time. And that here he's gotten this AI computer, like CIA spook director dude, divulging a plot against Trump days before Trump takes office, trying to turn all the generals against Trump. Just wild. If you haven't seen this, we'll play a little bit of it here. And thank God James O'Keefe was able to get this undercover girl reporter. And like, was this guy so desperate he gave this up on the first date? Or like, I hope this poor girl didn't have to do things to get this information, but if she did, either way, she's a hero. And this guy has since been fired. The government contract he speaks of to his private firm canceled, and this guy should be charged and put in jail. He's literally divulging like national security secrets to this girl. Like it's just wild. Like, he gives the meeting place of all of the chiefs of staffs and generals of the U.S. military and intelligence apparatuses, the time and place of where they all are, like at night, day before it happens. Like, it's so illegal. It's wild. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking and let it play.
And I work at top consulting firm. And my client is the Pentagon. So I'm embedded in the Pentagon. I work on staff, which is the top military command. When she lost, I went into the intelligence community and I became an FBI special agent. So I became a spy hunter. So I was a counterintelligence agent, special agent at the FBI.
What's your overall assessment of Trump?
He's a sociopathic narcissist who is only interested in advancing his name, his wealth, and his fame.
Is there anything you can do to protect American people from stuff that he might try to do?
I'm in conversation with a couple of.
All right, Jamie Menina, Senior Advisor, Joint Staff, Department of Defense, former Special Agent, FBI, former Special Assistant Hillary Clinton. So this guy is literally probably the former Clinton cleanup crew captain. Just as we had previously heard about an FBI agent cleaning up LBJ's murder of some dude investigating Billy's cotton business in Texas. There's the Clinton kill list of all who've been suicided that were investigating or calling out the Clinton crime syndicate. And this guy being former special assistant to Hillary Clinton, former special agent FBI, wouldn't surprise me at all. And praying that Kash Patel is true to his word and gets in as director of the FBI and cleans that corrupt rat hole up.
Retired generals to try to explore what we can do.
Who were the retired generals that you were going to talk to?
They're 1, 2, or 3 star generals and admirals. You probably know maybe 4 stars. So I also have a big day tomorrow, probably the biggest day of all. So we have this huge meeting with military leaders in a very secure room called the Tank.
Ooh.
So we have a tank meeting with all of the top leaders in the United States military tomorrow on my topic that I prepared.
So it went well.
I think it went well. Very sensitive. information. We're going to have to keep it between us.
All the military leaders, all the top military leaders, and the heads of staff and generals tomorrow in one place in the tank. Well, you know, foreign governments would know where that is, or people looking to do harm, and like that just given it, like, is this a first date? Like, you're giving this all up on the first date? Well, yeah, dude, she you hard, bro, because you lost your contract, you got fired, your clearance is probably gone, and you might be facing criminal charges. He definitely got effed on his first date by her after he gave it all up to her.
Specialize in artificial intelligence and emerging technologies like quantum, cybersecurity.
Yeah. What's quantum? I haven't heard of it.
Quantum is incredibly fast supercomputing that doesn't yet exist, but will soon exist. And when it does, it will change.
See, I find this fascinating because he states, and this guy would probably know from his position in there, that quantum computing doesn't yet exist, but soon will. But he's saying that it currently isn't actually running or exists, so that yeah, nothing. There's no actual quantum computer running out there yet. Like, it's right. Like, yeah, makes sense.
Everything.
Hegseth.
Hegseth.
Who's that?
Secretary of Defense. He's cheated on all of his wives, all his girlfriends. He's had some sexual assault allegations. He's an alcoholic. There's a lot of observations of him drinking. You're not a spy? You're not trying to, like, collect information from me?
I wish I was. That'd be cool.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get some tonight. No, she's exactly that. That's why you're this desperate. You're giving it all up on, I hope it's not the first date. Like,
well, with me, literally with a former FBI agent, so you're gonna be safe. I became an FBI special agent, so I became a spy hunter.
You're a spy hunter, you say? Well, I'm a spy hunter too, but I'm evidently a better spy hunter than you. Jamie Manorino.
Oh god, that is like the ultimate James O'Keefe roast. Like, wow, that you say you're a spy hunter. I'm a spy hunter too, but apparently I'm better than you. And literally, yes, you got all that info out of this supposed spy hunter on, like, it had to have at least been a second date. Like, is that, like, I can't believe that, like, is this guy is that big of a douchebag? Like, he is like the 40-year-old virgin that is that desperate that, like, gave it all up and himself on his first date. Like,
it describes how he met Hillary Clinton in the mid-2000s when he was here at George Washington University pursuing a master's degree. He then followed Hillary Clinton to the State Department where he worked.
This person I met in college was Hillary Clinton. So I met her in college, and I worked for her since college. And then when she became Secretary of State, I followed her to the State Department, and that's how I worked there. And then she almost won again, right, in 2016.
So after Jamie Manorino worked for Hillary Clinton, he then became a special agent here at the FBI to, in his words, catch Russian spies, because according to Jamie, he's a spy hunter who specializes in counterintelligence.
When she lost, I went into the intelligence community and I became an FBI special agent because I was so upset. I was really angry. I wanted to catch Russia's Chinese spies because they had really affected the outcome, I felt.
Oh, I gotta catch those Russian spies of
a spy hunter. So
fake,
I was
fake
countering
intel that we helped create. Like, does he look or sound like a guy that actually believes what he's saying, or that he is just repeating the narrative he's trained to say while simultaneously spilling national secrets on the first or second date?
intelligence agent, special agent at the FBI.
After experiencing 4 years of a volatile economy exist, he says they're going to, quote, change everything. And he talks about secret tank meetings there with senior officials. He mentioned one meeting that was going to happen literally the next day.
I specialize in artificial intelligence
This
and
national secret
emerging
CSI.
technologies like quantum, cybersecurity. Yeah.
What's quantum? I haven't heard of it.
Quantum is incredibly fast supercomputing that doesn't yet exist, but will soon exist. And when it does, it will change everything. So that's what I do.
In their first encounter, our undercover reporter met with Jamie inside this Spanish restaurant where we set up a hidden camera inside. I myself was in disguise, sitting at the bar, getting camera B, and the spy who hunts spies disclosed all the information about the secret meetings with our undercover journalist.
So I also have a big day tomorrow, probably the biggest day of all. So we have this huge meeting with military leaders in a very secure room called the Tank.
Okay, so this guy thinks like the night before the biggest day of his life and the biggest meeting of his life, he's like gonna take home this girl and like is just spilling it all. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what a freaking mess of a human.
So we have a tank meeting with like all of the top leaders of the United States military tomorrow on my topic that I prepared.
Are you serious?
So I have to go to that meeting, and I've
Wait,
waited.
I'm getting nervous for
I've
you.
waited 3 years. 3 years, and now it's finally gonna happen. Yeah. So like the chairman of the Joint Chiefs is the #1 military officer for the United States.
Okay.
He's leading the meeting. The vice chairman, the director of the Joint Staff, every commander of all the commands, so European Command,
Oh.
African Command, Northern Command, Southern Command, Pacific Command, Cyber Command, Strategic Command, and Transportation.
Like the odds and the amount of times all of those people are in one spot at one time have got to be so freaking low, and like the risk of giving up that information, like that is just so ridiculous. Like literally all the entire top like military structure leadership of America in one place, and he's giving up where they're all going to be at what time. Like it just, wow.
Oh, and then Special Forces.
Wow.
Yeah, and Space Command. So they'll all be there. The chiefs of the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Space Force, and then OSD policy. So that's we're going to talk about AI.
So what are your talking points going to be?
That that this is a very serious subject. We need to take it seriously. We need to overcome a lot of bureaucratic obstacles. We need to work better with partners, international partners. We need to, think creatively to avoid overclassification, which really prohibits the ability to share information across very quickly. Everyone has a habit in the intelligence world to overclassify something because they don't want to get in trouble. So once you label it top secret, no one's going to see it.
Oh.
And we have to share this with another country because we need to fight together. And you can't fight together with this kind of inability to share war-fighting information.
Jamie, the advisor to the Joint Chiefs, attacked incoming Defense Department boss Pete Hegseth, stating Hegseth has a drinking problem and has cheated on all his wives.
Hegseth.
Hegseth.
Hegseth. Who's that?
He is a Fox News TV correspondent on Saturday.
So what is he going to do in the government?
Great question.
What's his job gonna be?
Like, are you kidding me? Like, literally, she's interviewing you and answering you, asking you intelligent questions to the point that you're like, great question. And you can't tell that it's a setup. And like, what? Like, these are the clueless retards, like, of the deep state plotting against us. And just, wow. Glad he's gone. Glad he got fired. Glad this happened. I do agree with him, though, that we need to stop having everything classified. But I'll play a couple more minutes.
Secretary of Defense. It's possible he'll make it. Yeah, it's possible. He also has a drinking problem. He's also cheated. He's been married 3 times.
Oh no.
He's cheated on all of his wives, all of his girlfriends. He's had some sexual assault allegations.
What?
Yep. This is all in the news. Yeah. He's an alcoholic. There's a lot of observations of him drinking.
Jamie Mannarino, advisor to the Pentagon, former special agent with the FBI, makes it clear what he thinks about incoming President Donald Trump.
What's your
right? Like, you said what I said the first time I watched this. That's hilarious. And right, like, exactly, like, he effed himself so hard, gave it all up on the first date, and he definitely got effed. But yeah, on that note, I got to go. I had intended on playing the 45 minutes of my discussion with Jeremy Reese, alien scientist, and Brendan the other day, but I don't have time and took too long on this, but it was a great episode. So if you want more of me and you want to go see what I'm talking about, here is the link to the video on Jeremy Reese's channel. And on that note, love you all. Have a good night, good day, and great rest of your weekend. Ta-ta. Oh, now.
You crazy mother. Yeah.
It's just fun.